welcome everyone to the third episode of Wixo on a Vanzig planet. Last episode we saw not a lot of important things, so let's just get right into it. Okay, our first event will be major expansion by many nations, especially in the Flanonian Lake. Ortez will go ahead and expand east. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why I'm so quiet, it's because it's 2 a.m. and I don't want to wake anyone up. So yeah, Vortiz expands a little. That's nice. Anyways, after Vortiz expands, we have Zoo expanding. Then we also have Flanonia expanding, taking all of this land here, just buffing themselves up, making themselves look thicker and stuff. And last but not least, we have Bordercross expanding. Bordercross doesn't expand that much, but it's, it's not bad for the number 3rd strongest country. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I'm going to do power rankings really quickly. I know it is probably way too early for power rankings, but I don't want to forget to do them, so here we go. As you can see right now, there are only like 6 nations on the power rankings, and that is because there aren't enough nations, to put on the power rankings. Anyways, going down here to Epertania, we're actually going to see them expand. Anyways, as you can see, Epertania has expanded a lot, but with this much expansion, they're getting pretty unstable, and with instability comes a rebellion. We quickly see a group of people just rise up against the Pertanian government, demanding independence, and Pertania, having nothing better to do, just gives it to them. So yeah, pretty anticlimactic, but hey, we have a new country. Anyways, here is our new country. They are called Magintia, and their capital is over here along this river. They are also a centrist democracy, as you can see by the ideologies layer. Anyways, Sue is going to expand east a lot. Basically, Sue has grown a lot of interest in this eastern area, because they know about all these rivers here, and they know that selling around them will be really good. Before Zoo can hope to expand here and take this river, a new country just sets itself up around it. This country is named Cynthia, and they are a left-leaning democracy. Now, with them forming, literally the same area where Zoo was about to expand, they're like, first Flanonia, then you. Can this stop happening? Sue is getting really mad right now. Warcraft's probably just laughing because that's kind of incompetent. Anyways, Bordercross also decides to go on and expand into this area here, hoping to connect their 2 overseas territories. As you can see, Bordercross has expanded a lot here, but basically a lot of people from Bordercross, more specifically in this area, choose to flee and settle over here. Now, is there a reason as to why these people went from Bordercross to, just go here into the outer wilderness? There is. It's like they are much more liberal than Bordercross is. So after a lot of disagreements, they just chose to dip. As you can see, the country is called Yompria, and they are a liberal-leaning democracy. Anyways, back to Bordercross, they really have no issue with this. It's just like some people who disagree with you left. They didn't rebel or anything, so they're happy with what happened. Anyways, going up north here, we're actually going to see something interesting happening. That is Arusinu invading Yizuni. Now, is this really that interesting? No. I mean, Yizuni is pretty much free land. They got, they got their butt kicked in that war, so yeah, they're pretty much free land. And after advancing, taking some land, Yasuni basically just gives up and says, take whatever you want. And the peace treaty, we can see Harusinu taking a pretty good chunk of land, including two major cities, which now makes him pretty powerful. Anyways, back to here, we're actually going to see Flanonia expand a lot. Now, Flanonia really doesn't want to be invaded by Zoo, so they are not expanding north as much. But knowing that there's a chance that they'll just come back and attack you, that scares them. So they just choose to expand a lot, and this kind of angers you, Priya, because they thought, hey, this was gonna be our land, and Flanonia just doesn't really care. Anyways, we're going to see a new country form over here. Say hello to yet another new country, Turutsu. They actually aren't a democracy, they're actually nomadic. So that's cool. As you can see, Flanonia has been expanding a lot. They really want to get close to Bordercross in case of soon invading, but because of that, they are incredibly unstable. And I think you know what that means. A small rebellion happens down here, nothing much at first, but then Yumpriya jumps in on the bandwagon, taking all of this land. And yeah, at this point, Flanonia is kind of cooked. Another country rebels from Flanonia over here. And always after the dust is clear, we have Flanonia looking something like this. As you can see, Flanonia has lost a lot of land, and we have two more countries. Yippee! Now, both of these are center democracies, so don't worry about that. Anyways, for the last event of this video, we're actually going to be seeing something very interesting happen. And that is an alliance forming. Bordercross basically gets all of their allies, that being Ramiando and Flanonia, and tells them to join their alliance. This alliance is mainly supposed to protect against Zoo, and well, that's it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry that was kinda rushed. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Oh yeah, if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And see you in the next video. Bye bye!